Good to meet you on the video. Hello. When you get the ShoulderSphere, this is the prototype. This is the ShoulderSphere as we have it this time on Amazon. The only difference being that this is clear, you can see the ball rotate. This one is solid in color. You can only feel the ball rotate, but you don't see the ball rotate. But the rest of it is identical. The only other difference being that the new one has a Velcro attachment for you to put it on and has the electronic tracker. But the investigation research, this is just good enough, no problem. The ball weighs 200 grams. The size of the sphere is 15 centimeters in diameter. The equivalent workout is to middle of the range thoroughband, whether green colored or blue colored, the stress is approximately the same. So for your research subjects, they should be using the ShoulderSphere 7-ounce compared to the thoroughband. When you get the ShoulderSphere prototype, you will see that this is a rubber type of attachment. You would slide this off, take this apart, and the volleyball players, whichever their dominant arm is, you would slide this in with a palm up. So the way they put it on is that you just have the palm totally relaxed. Do not make it tight like this, but make it nice and relaxed so there is complete, perfect contact between the ball and the wrist. And then you would pull on this rubber tubing and cinch it up, and it has these two knobs in there, and you can click it in there and you can slide it in like this. And for the other one, same thing. You want to make it as secure as possible, so this way it is securely attached to the wrist. And the subject would rotate the ball like this. So they can rotate the ball either fast or slow. Does not matter which direction. You can go clockwise or counterclockwise. As long as it's rotating, you are engaging the entire rotator cuff. The best way to hold on to the ball is one thumb pressure here, one little finger pressure here, and that controls the stability, and the person can just rotate it like this. There are 5 basic elements for rotator cuff exercise, which you should compare the two groups. I'm using this rubber band here to show you the 5 exercises. Exercise number 1 would be external rotation, where the subject starts from the front of the body and pull out to neutral, come in, go out, come in. With the study that I had done, they would do 10 repetitions of out, out, out. That's external rotation. The second exercise will be internal rotation. You would have to secure the rubber band onto an object where they would come out over here on the side of the body and pull in to neutral, come out, in, out, in, out. So you do 10 times of that. So this is 2 exercises. The third exercise would be the lateral raises. So they would go from bottom to horizontal, bottom to horizontal. I have timed it so that each motion takes about 3 seconds, which is the same time that the user would use with a ShoulderSphere equivalent workout. The number 4 exercise would be front pull back to the forward, pull back, to the forward. So that's front and back. So these are the 4 exercises. And number 5 exercise is the 90-90 position, where the person would be horizontal with the arm. The arm's at 90 degrees, 90-90, and the rubber band will be tied down in the front. The person would pull up, come down, pull up, come down. So you do 10 times of that. Those are the 5 rotator cuff basic exercises that the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons recommend to the athletes or people who are recovering from shoulder to perform. Those are the rotator cuff exercises with a TheraBand. Now you're going to compare the other group with the ShoulderSphere. So again, you put it on by keeping the hand up, nice and relaxed. You pull on the rubber strap, make it secure, so this way the hand is nice secured on there. And then you slide this in to lock it in position. You pull this up, now lock it in, and you secure it in like this. So now you do the same exercise again with a thumb and the little finger for support. So the same exercise, you go external rotation, so the subject will go out to the middle here and come in. But the caveat is that they would rotate this all the time while they're going out and going in. So that's counted as 1, and that's 2. And you can see that and hear that the ball is rotating while you're moving. So those are the equivalent exercises. If the ball bounces, that means the rotator cuff got shut down. The only way to ensure that rotator cuff is functioning all the muscles simultaneously, that is the value of the ShoulderSphere, is that it is rotating all the time while going out and going in. So this will be 1, 2, 3, and so forth. Do 10 times of that. If the subject bounces, then you would start again from where they left off. If you bounce at number 4, so then you go start from number 3 again, 5, 6, and so forth. Make sure that they do the proper exercise. And then you can see the beauty of this, you don't need to tie down to anything. So for the internal rotation, you start from here, 1, 2, come to the midline, 3, 4, and so forth. And then, of course, you can do the front and back. Again, there's no need for a rubber band to tie down to anything. That is why the value of the ShoulderSphere, it is portable, it is multi-directional. You don't have to tie down to anything. And you are not dependent on directionality as a TheraBand. It's directional pull. This is a centripetal force, G-force, the G-force as the resistance. And it is not gravity dependent like the weights up and down, because you're using the G-force. So you do the front and back. So I bounced, so I will start again. So you need to go all the way up to the front here where the arm is straight forward and pull back. So that's 1, 2, 3. Do 10 times of that. Lateral raise, same thing. So you have to focus. So that is where the value of this again. Training the proprioception. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so forth. And then now you do the number 5 will be the 90-90. So they start from here, go up to the neutral, and come down. So you start from here, so you get it, start rolling. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so forth. So that completes the cycle. So the subjects can rest maybe 10 seconds between each one of those rotator cuff exercises. So that's one set. One set constitutes all 5 moves. You should do 2 sets every other day. Do that at least 6 weeks to 8 weeks for comparison study. And then in the end, you can use your dynamometer to test the strength, shoulder pain, and whatever other elements that you want to test for. Good luck with the great research. We'll be in touch.